So we are right now at Kamwala market. This is like the biggest local traditional market here in Lusaka. So there's a lot of shops, a lot of things getting sold, like everything between groceries and clothes and electronics.
Vegetables and slippers.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and
We just took a walk and I was just comparing the prices here and to the supermarket prices. It's like half the price here actually.
Yeah.
Like apples in supermarket would cost us 10 kwacha, but here they're selling for 5 kwacha.
so there's definitely more value for money here. Although there's a very uncomfortable crowd here. I think people generally have been very shy of cameras, so we don't know how easy it would be to vlog this. So maybe we'll catch a few glimpses here and there for like on the camera for you guys. The market actually extends across so many different small alleys, and the most exciting part about this is that they have a railway track which passes right through it. So this is the same Tazara line which connects Tanzania and Lusaka. This line was actually built a long time ago with the help of the Chinese, and this is way back in the 70s. So it's there even today. So you see all of this is a train track, and Shish is right now on it, and then you have markets on both sides.
This is kind of reminding me of the Hanoi train market, and even in Thailand, the train just passes through the track and all the markets are right beside it.
Yeah, this is so cool. And then there are all these shops on either side that they're so close to the track, but unlike in Southeast Asia, these are always constantly there. They don't move.
Yeah.
So Shish is just walking up and down on the track to be the subject of this video. Otherwise, people generally get a bit upset looking at the camera. So as you can see, the tracks are right here. There's one line of shops here, one line of shops there. And so we were just at the Lusaka National Museum, and we learned that this train track was actually built way back in the 70s. It happened because Zambia, being landlocked, was actually being forced to be cut off from having access to the sea. So this train line was actually built by the Zambian government with the help of Tanzania and the Chinese, so that they could have better connectivity to the Indian Ocean ports in Tanzania. And while this train line was built, even today it's actually in use. Usually it's on Tuesdays and Saturdays that the train is passing here. So you typically see the market functioning on all days of the week except Sunday. So we just came here to check it out. So you see a lot of shops on either side. There's clothes, there's food,
There's bags, shoes, bags, everything.
So yeah, people do get.
The market is pretty crowded. Like you have to figure out your way how to move ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, but people do get a bit sensitive about the camera because they worry that we're filming them. But yeah, otherwise the people are friendly. They've been very kind. Like one of them noticed that we were filming ourselves, and she said, "Yeah, don't worry, just go ahead and do it." So that's given us the confidence to continue vlogging here. Otherwise, it's a bit stressful, especially for Shish. You can see she's already being a lot more quieter than usual.
Now that we have filmed, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still thinking though. How does it look?
Not bad. Tell him to buy.
So they were selling a wig and now we wanted to give it a try.
Look at all the stuff they sell.
So if you remember, Navneet had lost his hat while going on a motorbike. It had flown away. So we spotted a few hats here and Navneet has picked out this one. Try it on.
It's a Nike hat.
Uh-huh.
Apparently it's original. So this is what it looks like in the sun. And the coolest part is you can turn it around. And it's a black one. So this is what they use to move things around. It's a wheelbarrow with one giant. So we are right now walking on the main road again, outside the market area, and so this is not where you're supposed to walk. You're supposed to walk on the other side of the gutter, which is where they built a footpath. But when you cross the road, you can't always get to the sidewalk so easily, so they build small little bridges like this one. So that's what happens. Now, Shish, what's the plan?
Now that we have seen our local
So we're now inside a Yango.
Yango is like the Uber taxi app here in Zambia.
So you can use this to get around inside the city. What's your name, brother?
Clement.
Clement.
Yeah.
So this is Clement.
Taxi driver.
Ah.
Yango driver.
Yango driver.
How long have you been?
So we've just come out to Manda Hill Mall. So this is like one of the fanciest malls here in very close to the city center in Lusaka.
The Yango driver with whom we were coming, he told us one interesting thing about this mall. He said this mall is constructed on a graveyard which is more than 100 years old.
Apparently in Zambia, if there's a graveyard and 100 years have passed, so they are allowed to apparently do commercial construction on it. So that's what's happened here.
So we just thought that the mall will be huge, but look at this parking lot in front of it. They have 2 levels of parking.
Even the parking area is so big. So we came.
It's such a contrast to where we were just a few minutes back and where we are now.
Yeah.
There's air conditioning, there's power everywhere.
Speaking of power, there's a bit of a point to address. Zambia is actually going through a very, very tough drought situation here right now in southern Africa. Zambia isn't the only one, all of its neighbors as well. So the drought is actually occurring in all of these countries: Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Namibia, Botswana, and also in South Africa. So all of these countries, because of El Nino, have had a very bad rain cycle last year, because of which most of the dams couldn't fill up to a good level. And what happened as a result was, in Zambia, for instance, it's the worst affected of the lot. The biggest dam that they have is also the only one that generates hydroelectricity, and that caters to about 80+% of the country's power needs. And imagine, water in that dam has nearly run out, so they're not able to produce power. And all of these fancy places here have power because you can see some lights running here and there. They have power only because
They have gen sets running all the time.
and these are all diesel powered, so things are getting expensive because of the fuel and running generators, etc. But the sad part is that most residential buildings, houses, including when we stayed at Francis's home in Chipata, there was no power for most of the time. Like, they have load shedding for up to 20-21 hours every single day, and in many places they don't even get power for like 2 days at a go.
At our hostel, thankfully, they run the gen sets all evening, so till we go to bed, we have sufficient light. And during the day, I've seen power come just for an hour or 2.
Yeah.
And that's when we quickly charge all the devices and then just stop.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very painful to hear about it, because most of us in today's day and age are so used to the comforts of having electricity that when you come out to here and you experience something firsthand, you realize what you miss. And for some,
And there have been days where there was electricity or some gen set was running and we could run the fan all night long, and that itself felt like such a luxury.
yeah. So I just wanted to say, I mean, Zambians who are watching this, you guys are really resilient to a lot of tough situations. So I mean, it's still incredible that you guys are getting through this, and hopefully the rains come better this year and fills up the dam.
Yeah.
And then you have better power. The backup power plant that they have is actually a coal plant, but we read in the news that that's actually been shut off for maintenance, and even that isn't functioning. Yeah. Anyways, what's the plan now?
I'm hungry. And the Yango driver stopped right in front of an Indian restaurant.
I don't know what he thought, but here we are, curry flavors. So let's go check it out. We get something small here and then something. Yes.
The camera is not allowed.
For what? We're filming ourselves.
It's not allowed. In a video.
Yeah.
Just look at this. We've ordered vegetarian thali. Thali is like a set meal. You get like little bit of many items. So we have got roti and we have got potato curry. I think this is dal makhani, which is made with small lentils. And then we have got a curry which is made from cottage cheese. We have got gulab jamun, which is like a sweet dessert, and some salad. And this big thing you see is buttermilk. I don't know where to start. Let's start with the roti. This is so nice. It has a little bit of cashew flavor in it. I think they have mixed it very well with the curry. And then the cottage cheese is like so soft. It's so soft. This is potato curry. You know how much we love potatoes. They've also sprinkled some caramelized onions on top, which is our favorite because it has that crunchy effect while you're chewing into the soft potatoes. It's so nice. Just got this crushers from KFC. It's Kit Kat Crusher.
We haven't had crushers in a long time, and right next door to Curry Flavors there was a Kit Kat. There was a KFC outlet, and they had a Kit Kat crusher. We used to have crushers in India before.
It was introduced when we were in like
High school?
grade.
Yeah. But then somehow it just disappeared from KFC's menu for a while, and I don't know if it's still there now. But anyway, they don't have nice chocolate flavors. So this one is Kit Kat. We just came out of Panda Hill Mall, and we're now walking on the main road. Our plan is to head back to our hostel, hopefully before sunset. It's about 5:30 now, and sunset's typically around 6:15 or so.
Or as the locals call it, 18 o'clock.
So it's a long walk. But the sunset's always so beautiful here, so maybe we'll walk and stare.
Everyone's standing so neatly in a line.
After a long 3-kilometer walk, we just returned to where we're staying.
But we've actually walked 17,600 steps today, almost
I think this
10
is
kilometers.
I think it's the first time since we've come to Africa that we've walked this much. But that just goes to show that Lusaka was a lot more walker friendly than a few of the other places we've been. So anyway, that was our one day in Lusaka, and we actually have no idea what more we'll do in this country. The timing of our visit and the timing of the drought has just been...
We really wanted to go to Victoria Falls, but all the locals are telling that this is a very bad time because there's hardly any water in the falls.
Some of our friends and fellow travelers who we've been talking to literally said there is no water there, it's just an empty gorge. So
if you guys know any other place we can visit around Lusaka or even in Zambia, please let us know. We can add it to our list.
Yeah, that'll be super helpful. And we'll see you again in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. What's just happening, Shish?
We just found 3 lions. They're sitting right there and they're so close to us.
We are right now at Pare's Game Farm. It's just a bit outside of the city center of Lusaka, about a 20-minute drive. And then we actually came here with somebody who we recently met. You guys remember the video we posted about being stuck in Lusaka? So this person from Lusaka, he was watching our video and then he reached out to us on email, and he basically brought us out on a little fun excursion in the city.
He just said, let's just drive this way for 20 minutes. We're like, okay, it was just done with lunch and we had ice cream. And then he brought us here to this game park. And as soon as we entered, within a minute, we could spot 3 lions.
Wow, it's so cool. Like, we're actually standing right in front of them right now. And then, look at that. That guy is yawning.
Yeah. Hey, Makitas, kumizo, kum. Kumizo. He's just in the position now. Mass of these things.
This is the first time we are seeing lions up so close. Like, we're literally standing on the ground and they're just like 10 or 15 meters away from us. and they're yawning continuously. They're opening their mouth wide open. You can see their canine teeth.
It looks so scary. Look, he's yawning again.
Oh my god.
It's a very hot day.
And the lion is so lazy right now.
I don't think we've ever seen anything this close before. It's just too fascinating. Even in Masai Mara, we were inside a vehicle and we were seeing like from the top down. So it was quite hard to really judge its size so much. And that was just one big lion. Here there's 3 big ones. And that the big male at the center of this group is huge. Like it literally stood up and it was bigger than Shish.
I'm not going next to it for scale.
And the rest of this game reserve, it has this old Western theme going on. Like we see some really incredible old vehicles left behind, just sitting out here. One of them was an old Ford Mustang. And then I think there's a fuselage of an airplane. Oh, but look at this. Pumbaa, warthogs. There's a big one. Hello, Pumbaa. Pumbaa, look, Timon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, the Timon. Timon is died.
Oh, you had them here also?
No.
Meerkats, no? These guys are really big. Like their bodies and their feet are so tiny.
Oh no. I know it's not me. I know what to do. I know he's like that from there.
There's 2 white lines there.
There are 2 big lions right there, but Navneet is interested in this small little frog.
This frog was, can you see it?
Yeah, we
It's so perfectly shaped.
wow. Frog lions.
So I just learned that this entire reserve is privately owned, and these lions actually came in from South Africa. So it's actually possible to set up your own game reserve here as a private person, and then you can bring in your own animals and you can raise them here. Right, hello, 1, 2, 3. The mic is light color. Okay, so we've just made it. What did you get, Shish?
You want a yoga mat?
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna start doing yoga from now onwards. You look so funny when you